We haven't jumped on that Beanie Baby bandwagon, have we? We've got two of them on our show. Good evening, I'm Doug Prazak.
And I'm Heather Noble.
We're coming to you live from the Smith Center here, Studio A at Ohlone College.
Right.
It's the Tuesday show.
8 o'clock.
We know that because it says Tuesday on my watch. This must be the Tuesday show. Hey, we've got another fantastic show in store for you. Of course, all of our shows are fantastic. At least that's what we think. Tell us. And also that the alien landing pod is almost done out there. They're getting the dirt cleared out there.
Hey.
I just read them, folks. I don't write them. Yeah, that's right. The past couple of weeks, see, we've blown stuff up. We had fireballs going off, and then we had killer venomous snakes in here.
They were cute. You were just scared.
Yeah, I was scared.
But you were more scared
is an
of me.
understatement. This week we got a pretty mellow show. It's going to be nice and easy and fun. Nothing explosive. But we do have alley bowling.
Hey, so. I'm telling you, man.
And according to my...
And the second strike. We got the second strike last week.
Right, we got a strike last week for alley bowling. Only the second time since we've been doing the show. Yep. So we'll see how our guests can do tonight when we take them out there in the alley and bowl with Excalibur and Dave. We'll take the Beanie Babies off first. You know, we don't
Can we put them on the pins?
Cause any problems. No, don't do that.
Okay.
So before we get the show going, you know what time it is if you're a regular viewer. It's time for the segment where we tell you the news. Well, I don't. She does. The news that you might not have heard Dan Rather tell you or anybody else. A segment we call And Now the News. Heading over to the pink wall, here she is with your news, Heather Noble.
Thank you, Doug. Good evening, and here's more of the news you need to know. In Brunswick, Maine, a man falsely arrested for robbery had a great time in jail. 20-year-old Scott Sanborn said he had fun while spending 2 nights inside the Cumberland County Jail. Sanborn said he liked being on the mini vacation. He said he got to watch cable TV, and he doesn't have TV at home, so he got to watch it, and also he got to play basketball and play cards. Police released Sanborn after they realized they had the wrong guy. Sanborn never stressed out because he knew that he was innocent. He also was quoted to say, "It was just totally cool." Most bank robbers plan a quick getaway. Not so in Baltimore. Jeffrey Thomas handed a bank teller a note demanding cash. When police arrived, they found Thomas a few feet away from the bank counting his cash on the curb. Police interrupted his counting and arrested him. In Spartanburg, South Carolina, 28-year-old David Thornton was pulled over by a highway patrol officer and arrested for possession of crack cocaine and carrying a handgun. Thornton sat in the passenger seat of the police car, handcuffed with his hands behind him while the officers were searching the rest of his car. Thornton managed to slide over to the driver's seat and took off in the police car. He managed to drive several miles before crashing into an apartment building. Keep in mind, he was driving with his hands behind his back. Officers said he must have been making turns and changing lanes, apparently using his knees and his elbows to steer. In Elkins, West Virginia, a man was cited for driving his lawnmower while under the influence of alcohol after he crashed into a parked vehicle. 38-year-old Ronald Biggs took his brand new 14-horsepower lawnmower for a joyride along the highway. He had the wheel in one hand and a 40-ounce beer in the other while he crashed into the new Mitsubishi. He told police officers the parked car shouldn't have been there and that it was in his way. Understandably so. Green River, Wyoming has a tiny little dirt emergency aircraft landing strip. Through the city official council action, it was renamed the Green River Intergalactic Spaceport. Only in Green River. In Zimbabwe, an unidentified bus driver was transporting 20 mental patients from the capital city to the mental hospital when he decided to make an illegal stop on the roadside for liquor. When he returned to his bus, he was shocked to find out that the patients had escaped. The driver was desperate for the solution, so he drove to a bus stop and offered free rides to the people standing there. He then delivered them to the mental hospital and said that to the staff that they were easily excitable. It took the medical personnel 3 days to uncover the foul play. Meanwhile, the real medical patients are still at large. And finally, Dallas, Texas has replaced Los Angeles as the winner of the weirdest news of the week. The Texas state legislature has just passed a law mandating that criminals must provide at least 24 hours notice to their potential victims before they perpetrate their crimes. And that's it for the news you need to know. I'm Heather Noble. Pretty weird stuff this week, I'm telling you.
What was that? My producer's talking about me. What was that? Oh, okay. All right, we'll just keep going here. How's that? You know, it's good to see that Dallas, Texas has supplanted Los Angeles as the weirdest in this place. Can you imagine that? You need to notify your victims 24 hours prior to committing the crime.
Well, you know.
I guess they just want to tack an extra charge onto any kind of stuff. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I know you've seen it on television. Pueblo, Colorado. Remember that thing for the Consumer Information Guide? You seen the guy squirt the mustard out? Hey, we cut to the chase. I got 40 of these puppies. Here it is. This is the Consumer Information Guide right here. And I've just marked a couple of things that you can send for, like backyard bird problems. It's free. It's publication 576D, How to Control Common Bird Problems. Also, this is good stuff. Fly smart. If you're flying in the near future, this information tells you how to fly smart. I'm guessing take your seat, sit down, and just wait till the plane gets there would be the best way. But for somebody who doesn't want to do that, you can learn how to fly smart. And also, this time of the year, how to survive an IRS audit. This publication is free. It's number 583D, and it'll help you out in the event the IRS has gotten a hold of your name and number for whatever else. And I understand we have a telephone call. Hello, caller?
Hello?
Hello?
Guess who?
Oh, yeah, guess who?
Just guess who?
Is this Elaine Nagel?
This is Elaine Nagel.
Oh, Elaine, how are you doing?
I am so excited to call you on TV. You have absolutely no idea because, usually I'm on the show, but, I decided I would call you from now on.
Well, see, let me get, you're home watching the show?
I'm home watching the show between this and city council meetings.
You toss us, the city council meeting, what's it going to be, and you chose us. So
I watch both. I watch everything. I told you I sleep with the TV on, so, But the reason I'm calling...
I knew there was a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason. This Saturday, April 26th, is our garage sale bonanza.
Garage
You want to
sale?
ask me what that is?
Garage sale bonanza. What would that be, Elaine?
That is just a whopper do of a garage sale. Everything there is used merchandise.
Whopper do?
Whopper do. I just made that up. I was going to say something else, but you probably would have bleeped me. But this is going to be such a wonderful event. It's everything there. It's nothing new. Everybody is bringing used merchandise. It's special for $15. You can get a space. And it's a special event that the flea market is having, but it's all used merchandise. How do you like that?
I didn't even realize Ohlone had a garage.
Oh, Doug, what a sense of humor.
Yes, Elaine? What?
Oh, my gosh. Hey, you know what, Doug? You look really cute. And you know what? I never realized your hair was gray.
Thank you, Elaine.
Because next to your shirt, it really stands out. No, you're cute, Doug. You got a little older, though, but
Thanks.
You're cute.
And
Heather's laughing in the background. Everybody sooner or later that goes to Ohlone works at the flea market.
Everybody. Yeah, my wife got really tired of the ties I was wearing, so she went out and got this new one for me. And so this is the first time this tie has been on TV. So.
Very nice. I was going to mention that, Doug.
Were you going to mention that?
Very nice. It's not your usual fare, It's very nice. Matches your pants. Very nice.
And thanks for supporting the show, Elaine.
Well, hey, I'll be happy to, just right before an event, I'll just give you a buzz, Doug. So don't forget, this Saturday, April 26th, from 8 to 4, the Ohlone College Garage Sale Bonanza.
All right. Thank you, Elaine Nagel, the Ohlone College huckster out there pushing the flea market. It'll be out there. I'm sorry, was this something I said? Saturday 26th, the garage sale bonanza. It's out there in the Ohlone College parking lots. And go see Elaine and tell her I sent you. See what that'll get you, all right? Right now, let's go over there where Heather has a favorite of the show here. It's Nurse Sally. Take it away.
Nurse Sally is here with us, but we're talking about lots of fun stuff today. Speaking of the color of red that Doug is turning right now. Anyway, but
I want to say hi to Elaine.
Oh, yeah, she's
hi, Elaine.
She's my old boss. I used to work for her down at the flea market, and that was interesting. Anyway, let's move on to today. We're talking about feel-good foods. Yeah,
we are talking about feel-good foods. Yes.
And I know we have a tray over here that's like
we do.
Yeah, let's bring it out, and we have like toothpicks everywhere, and everybody's dying to eat it. So once it gets off the set, it's gone.
So they're hoping I'll talk really fast, right?
So explain to us a little bit about what maybe makes us feel good about each of these, or
well, there are certain chemicals in some foods that the big hype over the last few years has been the thrust on serotonin. That is a chemical neurotransmitter that sends good messages to your brain. And they've discovered that there are some foods that are very high in serotonin that you can eat and you will get a very positive effect from. It will improve your memory. It improves your concentration.
It'll improve your memory. See, that's one I need.
That's right. It improves your sense of well-being. It improves your tolerance to pain.
Wow.
And so it really can work. And this does not need to be eaten in huge quantities either. These are the foods that are on here. And I'll talk slowly, so if somebody wants to write this down at home, they can.
Okay.
Bananas. Banana, pineapple, avocado. Also the things that are on the high serotonin are eggplant, plums we don't have here because they're obviously out of season, tomatoes, and walnuts. Now those are the foods that are very high in serotonin. They're high in tryptophan, which is an amino acid that converts to serotonin, and then it hits the receptor sites in the brain and affects all those moods that I said earlier.
Right.
Now, other foods that have tryptophan in them are turkey and tuna and cheese.
Right.
So those are some of the other foods that you can eat. The problem with doing the chocolate that's here, it is high in tryptophan,
I want that.
but it's also very high in sugar, so that if you eat it, then 20 minutes later, your blood sugar will plummet down, and then you will have that hypoglycemic effect, which makes you very cranky and irritable and ruins your concentration.
Right.
So those are the foods.
So should you eat, I mean, is there certain amounts of each, or of these types of foods that will just like any certain amount or anything?
No, actually it's a matter of incorporating the information that I've gotten. There's several journal articles and articles that I've read. The Feel Good Diet tries to incorporate these because people really should be eating 6 small meals a day rather than eating 3 huge meals a day or eating 1 huge meal a day, and that's a topic for a whole nother program. But if you're going to have a snack, have a banana or have some pineapple on some cottage cheese, or if you like eggplant sandwiches at lunch. Oprah, I think that's Oprah's favorite sandwich, isn't it?
Sandwiches, I think.
That
I think
she
you're
does.
right.
So when we go out and we crave guacamole and chips, there's really a chemical reason we're craving that. It's not just because, we like the taste of it, because we really feel good when we go out. And you can combine certain foods that give you, it's like the endorphins, like after you exercise and then you eat high serotonin foods, you get even a more pleasurable effect from it. So it's real interesting how the chemical thing coordinates with that.
Okay. So I know that I'm sure that our friends are
I can't
ready
believe
to.
they haven't just come up here and grabbed it.
No kidding. Well, I guess they don't. So I'll eat some of it. It's okay.
Well, yeah.
So one of the things that these help with is, you said, depression?
Yes, it's very important. With people who have depression, what's happened is the receptor sites in the brain have kind of closed down. So even if you're ingesting or manufacturing tryptophan that's converting to serotonin, it doesn't get through to the receptor site in the brain. So what you need to do is exercise is real good at creating lots of endorphins, so at least you're creating more so it might get through. That's what the whole process is of all the new antidepressants that have been out over the last 10 years. They're what they call selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which means that you pump the serotonin up, but it doesn't get through to the receptor site. So those antidepressants, all they do is they tend to open up the receptor site in the brain so your serotonin levels can get through that you're producing. And then again, it improves your memory, concentration, sense of well-being, and pain tolerance. So some of the new antidepressants are used very effective for pain control, especially people who have chronic back pain and those kinds of things.
So one of the things, let's say, it's finals time and somebody's, getting down on themselves. One of the things that they can do, rather than running straight to the doctor maybe, is start with these foods.
Absolutely, and start running, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Then you produce the endorphins, which enhance these foods, so that you've got twofold things going on with that. One of the worst things you can do is close those receptor sites down, which alcohol, nicotine, and drugs do. They immediately go to the receptor site, close it down, your serotonin's not going to get through, so you're going to be sunk there anyway.
Okay. So what you're saying is it doesn't matter what dosage you eat these in, you can just, as long as you get some of these in your diet.
And as long as you're not allergic to it.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't, I mean, you might want to make sure there's a bathroom really close if you eat tons of pineapple.
Yeah.
So I think I'd be a little cautious.
And this is just a complement to your regular diet or a supplement for maybe other things?
I think for snacking.
Okay.
Snacking would be great. Complement to your other snacks. It's the small meals a day rather. So you're going to have pineapple and cottage cheese. You've got some carbohydrate. You've got some protein. Have half of a bagel. It's non-fat. So you're eating a low-fat diet, but a very nutritious diet.
And I know that there are some foods that help you with like allergies and things, or like maybe stomach problems. Do you know any of those other tricks?
I didn't prepare for that one, Heather, but it's great. It's a good question to ask me. We were just talking about that. Yes, there are, and we could certainly do something about that sometime. Yeah. It's a whole other area.
Okay. So these give you energy as far as energy to do...
certainly brain energy.
Brain energy. And
absolutely.
So these are things for maybe studying and things like that.
And taking tests.
Yeah.
And eating about, so if you've got a real nervous situation, an anxiety-producing situation coming up, do these kinds of things rather than going and having a cup of coffee or having a beer or doing something like that.
All right. If we could get Geraldine to come in and take our food away, I know that they are starving, so we're going to just let them have it, so we can move on to other topics. Is that okay?
That's fine. That's great.
Hi, beautiful. That's Geraldine. Everybody say hi to Geraldine. She's our food lady. She just comes on whenever. So, okay, so let's talk a little bit about today. I mean, we're getting into summer. We're getting into the sun. We're getting into, what kind of things do we need to prepare for as far as our skin is concerned in the summer?
It's always, speaking of sun, let me just mention that our retinas produce serotonin from getting sunlight, being out in the sun. That's why in California when we have long daylight and our moods are generally fairly good.
Right.
It's not like people are not depressed in California.
Very true.
But you look at Alaska and the suicide rate there compared to what the suicide rate is here, you can't even compare it because they get so little sunlight with that.
So when doctors tell you that the sun is so bad for you, it's really not, because
the sun is not bad for you, and you really only need to put like your hand in the sun to get absorption through that and have the sun in your vision so that you get your retinas picking that up.
So as far as going out in the sun and being in the sun for long periods of time?
Well, I think we all know with the publicity that that's not a good thing.
Right.
That, people are certainly suffering skin cancers and problems with that. That there are so many products on the market that are sun protected, like the SPF formula, sun protected formula, that if you're very fair complected, you probably need to use like a 30. And for people to understand what that is, that means you can be out in the sun 30 times longer than if you were going to be in the sun regularly. However, the problem is that if you're sweating and you're doing activities and washing that off, that's not going to protect you for the 30 hours. So you need to reapply it when you're out in the sun.
I didn't know that that's what... you just look at a bottle and you see it says SPF 30, you know it works better than SPF. Is it actually working better, or is it the working longer part?
It's the working longer part, but you still need to reapply it every hour and a half, every 2 hours, depending on what activity you have, because it will wash off. It doesn't absorb into the skin. It just puts a coating over the skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if people get really, they've been out in the sun and they didn't put enough sunscreen and they get incredible, I know I did it in the winter last year when I was skiing. I got this really bad sunburn. What are some suggestions for after effects?
Treating it as soon as you possibly can with some aloe vera gel. Just the aloe vera gel that comes in the body. The best thing is actually aloe vera plant because it's great for burns.
Right.
But that seems to work the best of anything. Cool compresses, cooling off that skin area so it doesn't continue to burn. It's like people who put butter on burns. You might as well just jump in the frying pan. So because it just heats up the butter and it just continues to burn the skin.
Okay. So
cooling it off or putting aloe vera gel on it, and again making sure you take your sunscreen with you or wear a hat.
Right. I know that's really important.
Skiing is disaster because it comes up off the snow in your face. So wearing a hat doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you don't even realize it because I know everybody's. I don't even know. I think we're still spring skiing in that area, so you want to be really careful.
Absolutely.
I know mine hurt like incredibly when I got burnt, and I put aloe on it and it helped, but you don't go through much.
Time, right.
So, all right. So if anybody has any questions about the health food diet or some sun questions for you, they can give you a call.
Absolutely. I'm here at the Student Health Center, and I can give you the direct line number, so if you can get information, you might want to do that at 659-6258.
Okay.
And my name is Sally. I'm the nurse practitioner there, and students were in Building 14, so come by and talk to me if you've got some questions about it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate you being here. Every time we learn so much information. Next time you're going to have to come and talk to us a little bit about some of those other things that we talked about.
We'll do it.
So, all righty. Well, you know what time it is, right?
Do we get to bowl?
You get to bowl. Well, I think...
That wasn't part of the deal earlier, but I agreed to be on the show.
It's starting to rain, so bowl quickly, okay?
Oh, this is called alley rain bowling.
That's right.
So why don't we head on out this way? And yeah, if you just want to take off your mic.
Can I just do that?
Yeah,
Since I'm attached to it.
You're attached. We're all attached. What can we say? Oh, goodness. You all right? All righty. Let's head out this way. Doug's got our balls for us.
He's out there for you, okay?
Hey, how you doing, Felix? You doing okay? Yeah, he looks happy. All righty. Okay.
I feel like David Letterman, you know?
Oh, you feel like you're on David?
Yeah.
No, it's not. See, we're not as high tech. See, we can't make the rain stop.
Okay.
Isn't that a very long way away?
It only looks far.
What you want to do, though, you want to make sure you stay on this side of the grate, though, okay? Because if you go on that side, it's just going to trust
Hit the
us.
camera and probably
Yeah,
break
you want
it.
to go to that side, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And what do I win if I get a strike?
Just
I get the power and the...
That's right, the thrill of knowing you got the third
worth it.
strike, okay? We've got Dave and we got Excalibur.
Well...
There you go.
Well, you get to throw both, so.
Well, then just kind of do that. There you go. You want to hit Jason down there, okay?
Here, we'll move this one.
Nah, there's no problem. Okay. Oh, it hooked. But wait a minute. It could cut back there.
Oh, look at that! All right.
Nice.
That
job.
was beautiful.
Nice
That
job.
was
Okay.
absolutely beautiful.
You got.
Okay, that's your second try
You got
right
Excalibur here. You gotta.
I'll try.
Well, just do it that kind of thing.
I can do this. I can get a spare. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Head down just a second.
there. He's moving the balls.
He's
It's okay.
moving the
We're not
pins for
trying
you.
to cheat on you. Oh, goodness. just don't hurt yourself. Oh, here we go. And the second bowl goes down. Oh.
No, you already knocked.
Oh, all right.
That was great.
That was beautiful.
Okay, we got. Come on back here. We have an instant replay now. Hopefully, we have an instant replay.
Oh, you're gonna.
The
Oh.
ball that I can't hold.
Okay.
All righty.
There,
Oh.
there it is.
Oh goodness.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness. And I think people are watching this out in the community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're watching.
How do you feel about that?
Great.
Well, I think the
Well, it's a
bowling.
really interesting technique, hitting the one you already hit to make it knock the other ones down. There you go. That was
That was a beautiful technique.
excellent.
Beautiful technique. We really appreciate having you here.
It's Heather, it's always a pleasure.
Thanks
Thank you
so
very
much.
Thanks, Doug.
And hey, we're going to a break, but we'll be back so quickly. Don't even, well, you get a banana, come back. Then Tuesday show will continue. What can we say? Don't stick around.
As a songwriter, I have the freedom to express my opinions with words and music. That's a right we all share as Americans. The freedom to believe as we choose. The right to speak out on the things we care about. Guaranteed by one thing, the mighty First Amendment. The amendment that keeps us free. For a free guide to your First Amendment rights, call 1-800-815-5335.
think there's only one way to look at things. Wrong. Things can really be different when you take a fresh approach. That goes for serious problems, too. If you think you're stuck in just one way to deal with your problems, and it's a way you don't really like, call the Boys Town National Hotline. They're great at helping you come up with better answers. Whether you're a kid or a parent, call 1-800-448-3000. That's toll free, 1-800-448-3000. Remember, dreams do come true.
I tell you, Sally, you've got our next two guests pretty concerned. They saw your pin count there, and they're a little concerned about that. She'll remind you. Publication number 514D, The Duck Stamp Story. Now, I know you probably been sitting around the dinner table thinking about just what is the story behind the duck stamps. Well, Consumer Information Catalog, we have it for you. I got 40 of them. Just give us a call. We'll send you one, okay? Ohlone College offers a lot of services to the students and potential students. Now, one of the most important ones they offer is counseling. When you come here to the college, you need to make sure you get the right kind of courses for the occupation or the career, or the academic career that you want to follow. And we have two representatives of the counseling department. With me tonight is Ken Waters. Welcome, Ken.
Thank you,
and Dan Baker.
Hi.
And what's your exact title, Ken? Because it's going to come up wrong on the screen.
I'm the Division Dean of Counseling.
Yeah, Division Dean of Counseling. And Dan Baker is one of the counselors here of a staff of how many?
We have 12.9 counselors.
12.9. Okay, we're not even going to go down that road as to how that one works out. But the counseling department is just a terribly important service for students at Ohlone or planning to come to Ohlone.
Actually, both. We don't like to use the word terribly important, but an extremely important service.
We do on TV, man.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Extremely important.
An extremely important service.
Why?
Well, the reason that it's so important is that we help students guide and direct them towards their career path. Students are trying to make decisions as to whether or not to continue their education. They're looking at certificate programs. They're looking at vocational programs. And what we do is help students in that endeavor.
And this is a free service. There's no charge for, at least last time I heard, there was no charge for the service, correct?
No charge.
Okay. So when the first time students come to Ohlone and they register, do they automatically get assigned a counselor, or how does that process work for we're coming up on the registration for summer or fall, maybe the first time students are coming to the college here. What's the process they go through in getting a hold of a counselor?
Well, for our fall students, the best thing to do is to take their assessment test, which is going to test your English, math, and reading skills. It's not an entrance test, it's just to see what level you're at. After that, if a student turns in an application before June 26th, we'll then invite them to an orientation in the summer, around in July. And the orientation is important because it will tell you all the rules, the regulations, and we'll show you how to enroll and actually help you pick your classes for that first semester.
Okay, so it's sort of an automatic thing that goes on. Let's say they missed that. How do they get a hold of a counselor?
What we try to do is make sure students don't miss that.
Okay.
And the way we do that is we schedule several opportunities for students to come in and take the assessment and orientation. And that will actually go on in a cycle that we call late reg, so that even after school starts, we still have a couple of sessions where we can capture those students who will have registered late.
Okay, now the assessment test is not the ACT or the SATs. It is just to figure out where a student's levels are at in English and math. Is that it? Or
and reading.
And reading. So they can get placed in the proper class.
Right, so they don't get into a class that's too easy for them or in a class that's too difficult for them. We're going to make sure they're going to succeed in whatever class they enroll in.
Okay, is there a fee for that test?
No fee.
No fee.
Man, this is such a bargain.
Absolutely.
That's a great deal.
No appointments are necessary either. The student just comes up. They can find out the dates in the application or in the schedule, or they can call the assessment center, and then they just show up about 15 minutes beforehand out front of Building 1. And then they'll have a test proctor come and pick them up and then take them to the test room.
Now, we got some students who are currently enrolled, and they're heading towards the end of their academic career here. What do they need to be thinking about in terms of moving on to a 4-year or something like that? Where should they be, or what should they be doing if it's not already too late?
Well, we're hoping that we get those students in early, as you're indicating here. And those students who are preparing to leave here, we want to make sure that when they leave with all of the tools that they need in order to transfer, and I'm using a transfer as the example, in order to transfer to the four-year college that they may have in mind of their choice. Again, some of those students, though, may be moving on to work, and so therefore they may have chosen one of the several vocational programs that we have here, or again, as I mentioned, transfer to the four-year school. And so we want those students to come in early, and what all students will get, in fact, beginning at the orientation, is what is called an educational plan. And as long as that student is coming in on a regular basis, we'll update that educational plan, making sure that those students are taking the right classes so that when, in fact, they get close to the point of transfer, they will have taken all the appropriate classes and be ready to transfer. And here's the great bargain. You like bargains, I can tell. The great bargain is that the first 2 years of their education can be exactly the same as the first 2 years of their education at any four-year college. That means that when they leave here, they can become juniors at that four-year school.
So, you know, I've heard stories, some students stay away from a community college because they think the classes aren't going to transfer or they're not legitimate classes, and that just is not true.
That is not true. We have great opportunities for students, and again, those first 2 years can be exactly the same as the first 2 years at any other four-year college in the nation.
Well, the only difference is, there is one difference. Let's say Berkeley will be $4,000, $5,000 for tuition, and then the Ohlone might be $400 for that entire year of tuition. That's the key.
Yeah, that's a big difference. There's, I'm sure there's parents out there watching that have got kids approaching college age, and the first 2 years at a community college, Ohlone or any of the other 106 other community colleges, it's $13 a unit for a class, and there aren't a whole lot of other fees. There's a health fee or parking, but still, like you say, your whole academic year is going to be less than $400 or $500 as opposed to the outrageous tuition. So the first 2 years are the big bargain.
That's correct.
Big bargain. So what about the students who are in high school, juniors, or even sophomores watching that, okay, they need to start thinking about college. They want to go to a four-year, but they know they're going to do even their first 2 years at Ohlone College because we told them it's cheaper. It is. It's much cheaper, $13 a unit. What do they need to be thinking about in high school? I mean, it's not too soon to start planning out your academic career.
No, it isn't.
So what should they be doing in high school to prepare themselves?
Well, the first thing, we still encourage those students to come in and take the assessment as well. We want to make sure, again, as Dan has mentioned, that those students aren't taking courses that are above their abilities or too far below their abilities. And so one way in which we allow students to kind of find out where they should be as far as taking classes is concerned, as early as grade 9, students can come here and start taking classes. Particularly during the summer, we'll see an explosion actually of students, 9th grade and sometimes even 8th grade students are coming here to take classes. But it's the 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and so forth. Students can come here and take one class or so to get a good feel for what the institution is like, what the coursework is like, and basically be better able to determine for themselves what they should be doing and how they should be doing it.
Another key is they should still be taking the college prep classes, even if they're not sure if they're going to Hayward or Ohlone. They should be taking the math and the English and the history courses so they can build up those skills so they will do well here.
Go ahead and take the college prep track. Then.
Absolutely.
When you are a 9th grader, freshman, sophomore, what kind of classes should they be taking here? Should they jump right into the English or math, or are there classes to kind of get them prepared for the college academics? I know you guys, there are some classes that are offered in personal development. What are some of those like? What do they do for the students?
Well, personal development covers a wide range of classes. We have career planning classes for those students who really don't know what they want to study, what they want to do for a career in the future. That is an excellent class. We also have short-term college success classes, which are going to teach you the basic study skills that are necessary to be successful in school. Again, whether it's high school, community college, a UC, or a CSU. And those are the two main groups of classes we offer.
And what other programs are offered then? I mean, what other kinds of assistance or does the counseling center offer?
Well, we offer everything from career counseling. Dan sort of touched on that. Some of that comes out in the personal development classes. We offer a transfer program. You already heard about the assessment and orientation. We even offer deaf counseling. So we have a 1.5, meaning one full-time, one half-time counselor who work there. Plus we also have a part-time counselor and some interns that are working in the deaf counseling area. We're even looking at some interns for the general counseling department currently. We offer a variety, as you can tell, of programs and services. And that whole personal development track that Dan just mentioned, just last year, one of our counselors did a nice brochure on that. Cheryl Carter, I would even suggest that students come up and get a copy of that because it'll give them a lot of information. In fact, that thing talks about steps that students can take in terms of which class meets their particular needs. So not only can they explore a career path, but they can also explore an educational path, and then the college survival things that Dan has spoken about.
So that brochure is available for people to come up and take a look at. And you offer the services in the evening, then, for evening students? I mean, it's just not shuts down at 5 o'clock. You take care of all of Ohloni's population.
We have counseling services that go until 8 o'clock, Monday through Thursday.
So they get off just in time then to watch our show. Right?
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Gentlemen, I appreciate your time and information for our students, and now you know what time it is.
Must be.
You saw Sally. She knocked down the pins. We got
Pressure's on.
The pressure's definitely
our pin spotters set the pins back up. We're going to go out there. And thanks a lot again for the information
Our
about
pleasure.
the Counseling
Good
Center.
being here.
Come by and see these guys, and they can help you determine your academic track or career paths and get everybody off to a good start. One of the many, many services provided here by Ohlone College, as well as alley bowling. Let's go. Let's take your mics off. Let's lay them on the chair there. And let's see. I'm just going to unplug my little book here. All right, here we go. Sally's, she's got to see what's going on.
Now together, we better be able to beat them.
That's right. Okay, now, not at the same time. You can't do that. Okay. Now here we have Dave and we have Excalibur. Okay. So who's going to go first?
Danny.
Dan's going to go first?
No, sure.
Oh, okay.
I'll go first.
Okay. No, only one of you guys can go first.
I'll go first.
Okay, Dan's going to go first. Now you
pick up after
you can get closer if you like.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like walk way up there.
Well, no. This is about it. Don't push me. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, look at that! It's gonna. Oh, this. Oh, backside. Oh! Oh, nice job.
Isn't that number 3?
That is. Okay.
We don't go any further.
Oh, no, we got to. While they're setting the pins up, we're going to take a replay look at it because this is just the third strike we've had in our show here. And, what was the style? What technique did you use there?
It's all in visualization, okay?
Is that what it was?
Psychology classes, yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes. And nice one. Excellent job. Excellent job. Okay, Ken.
Well, that's why I wanted to go first.
Okay.
The pressure's definitely.
Okay, you still have. There's Dave is back there. Excalibur. You chose an Excalibur, huh?
Yeah, let's try this.
Okay. Okay. Pressure is on big time now.
Well, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Especially since I don't know how to bowl.
I like that excuse, especially since I don't know how to bowl. I mean, that's what kind of.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Visualization.
Oh, right for the camera. Like,
I'm going to take Dan's class. I'll give one more shot.
yeah, it's good. He's got it. Okay, here it comes. Watch out. Oh, we're going to get one of those real ball return things here. Okay.
All right.
Visualize.
All right, there we
You
go.
are the ball.
Can I move this
Oh, yeah, sure.
distraction?
Okay. Like the grate's not a distraction.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Fingers stuck.
You may want to use, Dave here. It's only an hour-long show, Ken.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
come on. It's.
I'm going to use Dave.
There you go. All right, try Dave. See if it works any better.
Okay, there we go.
Be the ball.
Well, folks, that just goes to show that even though you miss a few, some other people get of you.
That's
and,
right.
And we share in his glory.
And Ken, keep your day job.
Yeah.
Keep the day job, okay? All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Dan, thank you very much. When we come back, Ohloni's improv team, PB and J, are going to be here to talk all about what it's like to be an improv performer. The Tuesday show continues. Stay tuned.
For Susan Chang, who spends most of her income on rent. For Felicia Hicks, whose 3 children still share the same bedroom. And for Jose Saban, who dreams of one day parking in his own garage. Introducing 1-888-HOME for Us, the toll-free call that gives you all the information you'll need to own your first home. Call now. Remember, the help is yours free, but a home is yours forever.
What can I say? It's a barrel of laughs around here. And I'm sitting here with 2 of the members of PB&J, and we lost the third one. He's somewhere. I haven't found him yet. But anyway, this is Dan Sisk and Todd Hegel, and they are members of, how do you describe yourselves?
Improvisational comedy troupe.
All right, okay. So do we expect him to show up? Or?
Yeah, he usually gets locked in elevators every once in a while.
He gets lost really easily, actually. We don't know where he is.
In fact, about at the beginning of the semester, he was up by the bookstore in one of those phone booths with the glass doors, and it got jammed behind him. Mm-hmm. And he
do
had
you
to
usually
call.
lose him? I mean, is this a regular?
Yeah.
A regular thing?
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll
might
show up sometime, I'm sure. Anyway, so.
Kevin!
All right.
Out here.
Nice, dude.
Come on. In here.
This is an enclosed room, but he got lost somehow. How you doing?
Kevin, you got some stuff on your face. Yuck.
Good job.
Sorry. Oh, gosh.
That's Kevin.
Yes, this is
Kevin Miller.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Hi.
We'll just leave him alone.
See, we're the comedians. You're the host.
My bad.
Go.
All right. So anyway,
Ask us
so
something.
tell us. Yeah, I will if you'll hold on.
I'm sorry.
Do I have to get the steak out?
No, just ask us something.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about improv. What's
spelled
it
with
like?
an I.
Okay.
Improv. It's what it is at the beginning of every scene that we do. There's actually 6 members of PB&J Tortilla.
Okay.
And usually we're all there. And what it is we do scenes and different games based on different rules to each game.
Okay.
Can't really explain each game right now.
Okay.
But and what we do is we get a suggestion at the beginning of each scene
Okay.
from the audience.
Okay.
And we take it from there and do
And this is
entire scenes.
basically all live shows. I mean, these
Oh,
are
yeah.
on stage.
Yes. Yeah, they're all live.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about maybe a specific game. Can we talk about pick a game, any game, and we'll talk about it.
For example,
Go ahead,
Oh,
Kevin.
I
You got
was
the
just.
mic.
forward, reverse.
It's a nice game. No, I was going to talk about our game we invented called Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a good one.
It's a good one. Go
Now
ahead,
talk
Dave.
about point of view, though.
Okay, POV,
Yeah.
point of view.
That's a
it's
good
a game that we invented as well.
Uh-huh.
We do a scene and we act out some stuff, and then we do some more stuff and we twist it around a bit. Is that about right?
Yeah.
So it's basically just stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Let me
should've-
explain that a little bit better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Point of view, we play a scene
that
probably
wrong?
about 2 minutes in length, two or 3 minutes in length. And then what happens is we get one character that was in that scene, and we take it from that person's point of view and how they got into that scene and what happened.
So you're basically working off their brain. Like, let's say a scene happens, something happens in your life, and you just want to know what that person was thinking and when, and this is how you act.
And what they did to get into that room and into that circumstance.
You keep doing the same scene from each person's point of view that was in the scene. So, and you do the events leading up to it, so like their whole day leading up to that scene, and then you see the same scene like 3 or 4 times.
So please don't chew. Please don't chew on the mic. That's just one of our rules that we have here.
You didn't explain that before the show.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Sorry.
Chewing on the mic is not allowed.
You want me to shoot him?
That's the best thing about improv. You can always shoot somebody.
Okay, so
He'll come around in about 5 minutes.
okay, well, just as long as is Nurse Sally still here? Okay. Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. Mental note: keep bleeding.
So where did you guys get started with all this? Maybe individually?
Okay. Well, individually for me, when we were in the theater, my favorite part about doing any shows was when people messed up their lines. And everyone got wacky and said, oh, he messed up his line, so we're in a new spot. And I think that's the greatest part because everything is true. Every emotion you feel on stage at that time is real because you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. And so improv is just, let's throw the script out and just do exactly what we want to do.
It's improv. You know your lines.
So you don't...
Did you turn me off?
No, it's still on,
okay,
Kevin.
I'm sorry.
Don't hurt the mic. Are we going to have to take that away from you?
Oh, I like the mic.
You have this really big piece of fur and it's really bothering me. It's still there. Okay.
Well, you guys seem like one big group family type. I mean,
yeah, we go bowling every Monday night.
You go bowling every Monday night.
Yeah,
well,
so we can't wait. We can't wait to do that.
Well, we'll see. We'll have to see if you guys are good. If you don't chew on the mic, maybe we'll let you. All right. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about what it takes to become an improver. Where do you start in the beginning?
You start with a suggestion, and then no. Okay. So what you do is you I don't know. It's pretty much for people with quick wits. Although improving itself helps you gain quick wits. I mean, before I think all of us obviously were quick-witted originally, but I think just doing improv in general makes you think about. It just makes you more witty.
And I think the best improvers are those who are willing to take a back seat to someone else on stage. I think the people who make the worst improvers are those who have to have the spotlight because they won't share anything with any of their friends on stage.
Plus, I think you need to have like a keen sense of story and thought and plot and ideas. You can't just go up there and start screaming and yelling and think that's...
Or chewing on the microphone.
Or chewing on the microphone.
Well, we've seen that works pretty well. So you've done things in the past. What do you gigs? What do you call them? Events?
Shows.
Oh, well, I should have known that. So you do shows, and what is a show like for you guys? I mean, what does it take to prepare, and how do you get there? And
a lot of sugar-filled cereals.
Okay. I know that's important.
We rehearse once a week, and we get together and we practice the games that we're going to play in the show. We have a set of 10 games that we're going to play in each show. We rehearse those games. We rehearse the order of games.
We just rehearse being with each other, and it helps a lot spending almost every day with these people. Yeah. Because if Kevin goes on stage and he starts setting up something, I know exactly what he's going to do because I've been around him every day, and that's why it's really hard. I've seen some people go, "I'm going to improv with this person over here. I don't even know your name. Hello, you're Bob. Okay, great." And then they go to do a scene, and Bob goes to set up that he's in a bowling alley, and Jim over here goes, "Oh, he's in the supermarket. I'll run over there and pretend I'm in the supermarket."
And it sounds weird, probably rehearsing improv, because you don't have lines. But what it is you just practice the games, the formats of the games, and come up with ideas and work with it like that.
Plus, Todd sleeps in my room.
Yes.
Really?
No. And did I mention that Doug looks really cute today?
He's a
nice
young
tie,
digger.
And he's a whopper-do of a guy.
Whopper-do of a man.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure.
He's talking to us again.
We'll have to make sure that we let him know that and everything because I know that's important. So, okay, so let's say somebody wants to get in touch with you guys and maybe have them come to a show. How would they do that? Do you want to do it through the show? Do you want to do it through you guys? I mean, maybe have them give them our number.
They could call you guys.
Okay, why don't we do that? If you guys are interested in having PB&J come to your house and talking to them, maybe why don't you you know, call the show, and we'll try to set something up, and maybe if it works, it doesn't work. Alrighty, so
we're a real hit with the high school kids.
Oh, the high school kids love you.
They love us.
Alrighty. Well, that's where you need to get. Okay. Anyway, you know what time it is, right?
Is it going
bowling?
No. Okay, all right, yeah, we're going to bowl. So I know these guys are really excited about that. Yeah, you do have to unplug yourself, and Kevin, stop eating the mic, please. And we will venture on out to our bowling alley, well, of sorts. And you guys can't talk until I let you. Point this mic at your face, okay? So, Todd, oh, goodness gracious. We have a bowling ball that's trying to escape. It's not a problem. Alrighty, so who's going first?
Todd's going first because he's our leadoff batter.
Okay, you guys each get one ball. This is a competition of wit as well, because we want to see a different style of bowling than normal. We will give points for not only style, but how many balls you hit down. You get one chance at it, okay? And you are going to bowl with, what, who, Dave? Dave. That's Dave. Say hi to Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Alrighty. So we're giving points for style and accuracy here.
Is this the line right here?
Yep, that's the line.
Okay, here we go. No fouls and...
Oh, there we go. It's the between the legs shot. And it looks like... How do you feel about that one?
I feel terrible about that one.
Okay.
I think that the wind picked up and it didn't get, you know...
The wind picked up. Dan, would you grab that for me?
That's going to hurt.
That's going to hurt. Oh, That's great. So we're going to let... Are you going to go next? Kevin's going to go next.
How many pounds is this?
Okay, I don't know.
Dave.
Okay.
648-pound ball. And Kevin's preparing. He said... I think that's one of the most creative ways we've... Okay, and he got extra points for height as well.
Hey, pick up my yo-yo. Put it down there because you dropped it.
I heard you guys are starting also a yo-yo club.
Yeah, actually, we picked up the fat and craze, and it's picking up all over Loney now.
You think so, huh?
It's wild.
Alrighty.
People dig improvers.
Okay, so what are you gonna... Excalibur? Are you gonna try Excalibur? Dave has... Oh, you're gonna do the... Alright, well, we gotta wait till our guys set up the pins down there.
Thank you.
Say thanks to the guys down there, guys.
Thanks, guys down there.
Thanks, guys down there. Okay, you're perfect. Okay, now your two... Wait, how do you feel about this now? Because your two teammates just biffed.
We forgot to tell you about Willie. Willie comes out every once in a while.
Okay, who's Willie?
Hi, I'm Willie.
Okay, you're scaring me. Can you bowl?
What was that?
Oh, Dan! Nice job. Nice job.
Thanks
sorry.
to Willie, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'd like to thank Willie, our friend, and it's usually Dan, and Kevin, who's gonna touch the mic for some reason, and and Todd. Thanks for being here. You seem like the only sane one. We appreciate you guys coming down, and I think I'm gonna go run and hide. You should too. No, come back because it's the Tuesday show, and we're gonna continue.
I want you. I want your hand on my back when I make my way through a crowd. I want to feel you watch me when I talk to my friends. Talk to me. Tell me about your friends, your family. Look at me. I want to spend my life with you. And I'll never hurt you, never lie to you, and never put you in danger. There's a time for us to be lovers. We will wait until that time comes.
Hi, this is Tony Bennett. If you have asthma or emphysema, I'd like to dedicate the next number to you, 1-800-222-LUNG. That's Lungline, a free telephone information service of the National Jewish Center for Immunology and Respiratory Medicine in Denver. They've got the facts you need, so call 1-800-222-LUNG. That's 1-800-222-LUNG.
know she turned into one of those people with
They've
yo-yos.
taught me. Well, they've tried to teach me how to yo-yo, and I'm failing.
Yeah.
But
Kinda
it looks good because it matches
like that
me.
bowling. Hey, Dan's record.
That was nice.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you were watching. I was last Thursday night for Aloni Network News when we got to our weather segment, and our weather guy Robert Anthony had this to say.
He did really well.
Watch this.
There's going to be clouds pushing its way out to the center. All right, now we're going to take a look at the local temps, what it looked like today. Newark, nice and hot, 74 degrees. San Jose, where I'm from, 75 degrees and hot. It seemed a little bit hotter in many of these places, but the temperatures don't lie. Hayward, 70 degrees. San Francisco and Oakland, they tied at 67 with the low for the day. All right, Fremont, 74 degrees. Really nice, really warm. Great day for being in the pool. Taking a look at this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Show me the sunny. Oh, I thought it was hilarious. It looked great during rehearsal. Anyway, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sunny, 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 70s, 70s, 70s. Coastal fog, patchy in the mornings.
So that was the operative phrase, show me the sunny. And if you're around on Friday, it rained. It rained 0.62.
Oh, look. The guilty compadre right there.
He's over here. Robert, so pal, what happened there? This is Robert Anthony, the weather guy who is now over here on camera one. So, what happened there?
I blame my producer. He's the one who tells me how the weather's going to look like. I know nothing.
So he just told you what it was going to be sunny, and you just went with that, or did you by any chance just happen to fake it?
I made it up.
Okay, you know, you've got a huge following. You got a fan club, the Robert Anthony fan club, and they listen to you, pal. They listen they plan their day, they plan their wardrobe, and you said sunny, sunny, sunny. And what happened on Friday, man?
It rained.
What happened on Saturday?
I think it rained again.
Yeah, okay. And on Sunday,
probably more rain.
Yeah, it didn't rain, but it was overcast. So, anything you want to say?
I apologize. I'll try better next time.
Oh, okay.
Please don't hate me.
We don't want to. Let's give it for Robert. He
All
gives
right.
it his best. Come on.
He does the best he can. He's our weatherman.
He's our weather guy, Robert Anthony. But we just want to let you know that we also were aware of the fact that it rained and we said it was going to be sunny. But it's okay, Robert. We'll let you come back next week and
maybe if you're lucky.
Remember, Bill's grandma watches.
Hey.
And watches that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can. I'm going to squeeze this in. I'm going to freak my producer out. We didn't have a dinner guest. So if you'd like to be our guest, give us a call right now, 659-6189. We'll see if we can squeeze this phone call in as we're saying goodbye.
Call us now.
We'll see. I got 1 minute. You've got less than 40 seconds.
Off your booties and go get the phone.
6189. If we go off the air, then we'll just be here. You can be our guest.
That's all right.
Anyway.
You can call anyway.
We want to thank our guests, Dan Baker and Ken Waters, and there's Sally Bohr
and Dan Sisk, Todd Hegel, and Kevin Miller from PB&J. They were absolutely fabulous.
That's right. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and we want to come back next week.
Yeah. It's going to be lots of fun.
We've got a lot of fun, and the president of the college is going to be here.
Hey, that's good stuff
so
right
he'll
there.
see what we do.
That's good. Oh, gosh. We got to, soup it up, don't we?
Guess what? You're interviewing him.
Oh, great.
Oh, good deal.
Oh, I want to graduate.
So for the whole cast and crew at Tuesday show, I'm Doug Prazak.
I'm Heather Noble.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
Get that
Do you like my...